Hey everybody, welcome back. When you last joined us, we travelled to Portugal to sign a contract and we bought our own perfect piece of paradise.
It's so beautiful. My God!
And when we returned to the UK, we bought an old caravan and a couple of really good friends of ours, they offered to tow it back to Portugal for us and place it on our land for our return. This was super helpful as this allowed us to then travel with a trailer on our journey over to Portugal.
The next time we see it, baby, where will we be?
It'll probably be on the news.
Miserable kid. Yeah, that's what you were supposed to say.
Excitedly, we started making preparations for our next visit. As this time, our best friend was joining us. Go to bed. And on this trip, there was 2 birthdays to celebrate, as it was both Lana's and Mitakwe's birthday in May. So we took a drive to the vet to get a health certificate organised. Well, that cost us £220, but we got a health certificate. We got some medication. We need to get her a collar for the ticks. And then we can go to Portugal for your birthday. What day is it today, Lana?
Today is the day before we leave. The day before we go on a ferry. Hey, baby girl, going on a ferry tomorrow. Today's the mad panic. Running around trying to get the last few things ready. We're going to be in Portugal for a month, which is very exciting, but God, all these last minute things that we didn't do. Oh dear, there goes the jerry cans. But yeah, very excited, really excited for what's going to happen. First we need fuel. And for that, we've got this to contend with. This is mental. Craziness.
The following day, we began our journey, taking the long drive down to Plymouth, as this time we were going to catch the ferry. We set off early in the morning to try and avoid traffic and to give ourselves time in case there was any problems on the road. It was a bit too early for Mitakwe, and she likes to lie in. Ready?
Perfect. It's huge.
Big boat that. You ready? We boarded the ferry and made our way to our cabin, which was a pet cabin. Unfortunately for Mitakwe, all pets had to be muzzled. She really didn't like that. But obviously she didn't have to wear it all the time. Just leaving Plymouth now. So we set sail and made our way to Santander. We had a good night's sleep on the boat, and when we woke up, the skies were blue, the weather was so much warmer, and it felt great to know that we'd left the UK behind. We arrived in Spain feeling refreshed and invigorated and ready for the next leg of our journey, which was from Santander down to Central Portugal. It felt great to be in the sunshine again. It's approximately 5.5, 6 hour drive from Santander to Portugal. So we made regular stops so that Batakwe could stretch her legs and get something to eat and drink along the way.
And do you believe that says Portugal, baby?
It's in Portugal, babe.
Portugal, this way, folks.
25.
You're nearly there, baby girl. I know you're knackered. Be there now.
It was a great feeling crossing the border, knowing that we'd just arrived in Portugal and on the final stretch of the journey.
So good to be in Portugal, guys. After a very long journey, total travelling time about 50 hours from Liverpool down to Plymouth, from Plymouth over to Santander, and then driving through Spain into Portugal. Long journey, but we're here now. The ferry itself was a great trip. The dog, she was absolutely fine, no problems there. We arrived late into Portugal, about 10:30 at night. Luckily, we had accommodation sorted thanks to some friends of ours who had a few weeks earlier towed our caravan to the land for us. So here we are, Central Portugal, on our own little quinta, about to start an amazing adventure. Stick with us and we'll let you know how the story goes.
So our next door neighbour, Pedro, he's agreed to come over and do some work on the land. He's over here first thing this morning with his tractor, getting stuck in. Our new friend and neighbour, Pedro, not only welcomed us when we arrived on the land, he helped us by cutting the grass using his tractor. He then helped us move our caravan further up to where the ruin is, which is something we'd never be able to do with our vehicles. It was a bit of a tight squeeze getting past the ruin, but Pedro made it look really easy. He's clearly got years and years of experience. And now with the caravan sighted, Pedro told me to hop on his tractor. And to be honest, I had no idea what his intentions were or where we were going. But he took me for a drive down to the bottom of our hill and onto his property. He loaded up a trailer and told me that we need agua, which is Portuguese for water. He loaded up one of his IBC tanks and filled it with 1,000 litres of water. He told us not to drink it, but it would be okay for washing and showering, etc. I was really surprised by this, but Pedro just instinctively knew that we'd need water, as we were off-grid, and so he provided it for us. Not only that, he helped us offload our trailer and used one of his trucks to transport our belongings to where our caravan is. We were both blown away by the generosity and how welcome we were made to feel on our arrival. And then we had a visit from some good friends of ours. They brought over tools and helped get stuck in and worked on some of the areas of the land that needed maintenance. We really can't thank these guys enough for all the help, support and love that they share with us. If you're watching this, guys, thank you so much. You really are the best. So here's Lana, being the domestic goddess, as usual. Some things can be quite challenging when you're new and in a foreign country.
Which is the start button.
Out here doing the laundry. But you soon figure things out.
And there it goes! Yes! We will have clean clothes, clean knickers, clean socks.
Lana in her new office.
Well, why not, eh? Why not?
Why not indeed? I want an office job. Next up was a trip to our local junta, which is the local parish council. We stopped along the way to take in the beautiful view.
Just popped in the car, heading down to an area that has been allocated for our post box. After a very successful visit to the junta yesterday, Paddy came out victorious with a post box. We now have an address. So we're off to go and mount the box and it all becomes more official.
Yeah, we got our name, the Quinta. Quinta da Tapada. It's the official name for the land.
Here we have our little post box in our little hut. I think we're going to mount it on the wall over there. And then it's all official.
There we go.
It's official. We have an address. Brilliant. So tomorrow, our shipping container arrives. Somewhere safe for all our bits and bobs to be. When we leave, we can put the generator in and things like that. So now I need to prepare the ground, level out the blocks, decide my spacing. We're very excited to be getting a shipping container. Especially as it's my birthday present. Some women like jewelry, some women like shoes.
What else would a woman want?
What else would a woman want? Well, this woman is super, super grateful to her husband for arranging a shipping container. Thank you very much. It means a great deal to me. We've lived off-grid before and lost a lot of our possessions through mice damage, water damage, weather damage, just neglect with it not being stored properly. So if we can have a safe, dry space where our tools can go, as soon as you finish the job, you put things back so you know where to find them next time around. Because there's nothing worse than starting a job. You can't find the tools you need. So,
But we're only here for a couple of more weeks anyway.
we're only here for 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
So this means everything we brought with us can be safely stowed away. We don't have to worry about it. The stress of that is over. But yeah, guys, a shipping container.
So the idea here is
The blocks are placed so that we've got somewhere for the shipping container to rest on. We don't want the shipping container directly on the ground. Apparently it's not good for it to be on the ground, so I take their word for it. People know what they're doing. Yeah, so let's it off the ground. And hopefully I can use a new toy I bought ages ago and never got to use. Let's see if we can get this level. Ooh, new toys.
what does that do?
This hopefully is going to help me level the site out so that all the blocks are level and in line. Never used one before, but hey, there's a first time for everything. And now is the right time. It was too bright earlier. I think now we'll actually be able to see the laser line. It'll take me a little while to set it up and get my head around it, but let's go.
Well, unfortunately, our plans to level the site didn't work out. We didn't have enough time and night time set in. So it wasn't really possible to do any groundwork in the dark. The container was coming from Lisbon, so we assumed that it would be arriving in the afternoon. Obviously we were really surprised when we woke up and discovered that Lana's birthday present was waiting at the bottom of the hill for us.
Oh, babe.
You want it the other way around, don't you?
Open. That side.
Para lá?
Please.
Uh-huh. There we go. Just dawned on us as I was editing this video that 12 months ago, India's Oars, we celebrated Lana's birthday, and that's when we made the decision to search outside of the UK for land. So 1 year later, and here we are, and we're having a shipping container delivered on our land. It feels quite surreal. So not as we planned, but it'll do for now.
We bought it. Okay.
Well, that was a bit touch and go. Didn't expect that this morning. You've got to get out now. Been a bit of a struggle, but it all came together in the end. Uh-oh. Seems to be a little stuck, but... there we go. That's the one. Okay. I'll go forward now, I think. Hey, lifting wheels. Hey, Pedro's my new hero. Man's a legend. Thank you, Pedro. Well, what a palaver. So we got there in the end. First of all, we weren't expecting the truck to have arrived so early in the morning. Thought it would be afternoon, so we weren't fully prepared at all. Then when the guy arrives, he says there's no way he can bring that truck down that track. And then he was on the phone for about an hour, obviously, to his boss. And his boss was saying, yes, you can. The thing is, they came out and did a site visit to ensure that the delivery would be possible. So the boss was saying, yeah, he's been to the site, he's had a look, it is possible to get that truck in there. The driver was arguing that he couldn't. All in Portuguese, so we had no idea what was actually being said, but we could make out the context, I suppose, via body language, etc. And the odd word that we do understand. So after all that drama, we had to cut down a couple of trees, clear the path, which me and Pedro did. Pedro did actually most of the work because he had a better chainsaw, and I was using an electric one. And I had to change the battery. By the time I did that, Pedro had actually done all the work. Bless him. What would we do without Pedro? So anyway, as you can see by the footage, the truck did get up the hill, dropped off the container, and the jobs are good. And so yeah, the wife's got a shipping container for her birthday, which is what she wanted. So we've got safe storage now. When we do pack up, all the expensive tools, etc., can stay in there and they'll be safe. And there she is in all her glory. Didn't think it would be possible early this morning. Well, the driver certainly didn't think it would be possible. But it just shows you what can happen when you put a bit of effort in, eh? There's the girls chilling in the shade. Hello, girls. Hello.
Is it buying my birthday present? Happy lady. Oh, after all that stress.
Well, this morning we didn't think it would be possible, did we?
No. But you know, that farmer neighbour of ours, Pedro, I can't thank him enough. He's just the man of the hour. He really is. I've never known somebody so determined to help you, to do anything he possibly can to make happen what you want to happen. Just a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pedro.
Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado.